Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about classical encryption techniques. So there are two types of encryption models. One is the symmetric model, another one is the asymmetric model. So in symmetric cipher model, we are going to use the secret key or a single key model. So at the both the encryption end and the decryption end, we are going to use only one particular key or same key is being used. So let us see how the symmetric model will be, the cipher model will be there. So you can observe here the user sends the data and encrypted at the symmetric key. At the decrypting end also uses the same symmetric key to and received by the receiver. So the plain text hello is taken and encrypted and changed into ciphertext, and with the same key decryption is done and received by the receiver. And the symmetric key, the send using the public key and the receiver receives using the private key. So whenever the sender sends the message ABC, is changed to the ciphertext, and the receiver receives using the decryption by using the private key. So the basic terminologies are cryptography. Cryptography is nothing but the science of studying the ciphers. The cryptanalysis is the study of attacks against the cryptographic systems. And cryptology. Cryptology is nothing but the cryptography plus cryptanalysis is the cryptology. So what is cryptanalysis? Cryptanalysis is used to find out the cryptographic security systems and gain access the contents of the encrypted messages even if the cryptographic key is unknown. So what are the two requirements required to have the symmetric encryption? So one is the strong encryption algorithm is needed and a secret key known to the sender and receiver only. So the model of the symmetric crypto systems is, so this is the symmetric crypto system where you have the receiver or sender, the message source X is being sent and encrypted with an algorithm, and the cryptanalysis or the intruder is waiting to know the information from the either using the message that is known, or it may be the algorithms that we use. So we need to perform the strong algorithm so that he does not break the data that we send through the secret channel. So at the decryption end, the decryption algorithm is being performed, and at the destination the message is being received by the receiver. So this secure channel is nothing but the key is being sent through the sender to the receiver. Coming to the symmetric encryption, so these are the notations where we are going to represent. So y is equal to E of k, that is nothing but encryption of key comma x is the data and x is the value that we are going to get at the plain text and decrypting with the y. So k comma y. So x is a plain text, y is a ciphertext, k is a secret key, E represents the encryption and D represents the decryption. So coming to the cryptanalytic attacks. So there are 4 cryptanalytic attacks. One is the ciphertext only, second one is a known plain text, third one is a chosen plain text, and the fourth one is chosen ciphertext. Coming to the first one, ciphertext only attack. So you can see the model over here. So ciphertext only attack is an attack where the message is sent from the sender to the receiver. So whenever the sender encrypts the data and changes into the ciphertext, the attacker who want to know the ciphertext only, he attacks the only ciphertext, and he want to analyze that particular ciphertext to retrieve that plain text. So ciphertext attack is the only in the case which the encrypted message is available for attack. In this situation, the attacker does not know anything about the content of the message and must work on the ciphertext only. Next one is known plaintext attack. The known plaintext attack is nothing but whenever the sender sends the message to the receiver, already the receiver knows something about the plain text, that is previously certain pair of the plain text may have by the intruder. So he may get that plain text and he want to take that particular ciphertext and analyze whether that plain text is the form of the same pairs which was already there with him. So known plain text is an attacker knows or guesses the plain text for some parts of the ciphertext. The task is to decrypt the rest of the ciphertext blocks using this information. Coming to the chosen plaintext attack. So chosen plaintext attack is nothing but we are going the intruder, he doesn't want the message to be securely sent to the receiver, so he does certain manipulations in the plain text. So certain pair of the plain text are being attacked. So a pair of the plain text is being chosen by the attacker and he want to attack that particular data. So that attack we say as a chosen plain text attack. So he will take the cipher and analyze the plain text. Chosen plain text attack is the attack for the cryptanalysis which presumes the attacker to obtain the ciphertext for the arbitrary plain text. The goal of the attack is to gain the information that reduces the security of the encryption schemes. Coming to the chosen ciphertext attack. So chosen ciphertext attack is nothing but the attacker does not attacks on the plain, but whatever the ciphertext is being sent to the receiver that being attacked, or he want to change that particular ciphertext. So that attack we say as a chosen ciphertext attack. So chosen ciphertext attack where the cryptanalysis, where the analyst can gather information by obtaining the decryption of the chosen ciphertext. From these pieces of information, the adversary can attempt to recover the hidden secret key used for the decryption. Next, coming to the brute force attack. So brute force attack is the attack where the all possible keys are being done by the intruder. So he tries every possible piece of the ciphertext to get that particular plain text. So on the average, he need to try about all possible keys. So the time needed for that particular key size is nothing but key space. So these are the key size and the number of alternate keys and the time required for the decryption and time required for the, that is in minutes and also in the milliseconds. So like that the brute force attack may be done. Coming to the cryptographic characterized along three independent dimensions. So the type of the operation used for the transforming plain text to the ciphertext, the number of keys used, and the way in which plain text is being processed, that is either in the block cipher or in the stream cipher. So it's stream cipher. So the data is sent into the plain number of bits and also the key is also sent in the form of a bits. So we are going to get the ciphertext in also in form of a bits. Coming to the block cipher, the data plain text is sent into form of a block size of 64 bit or 256 bit or 512 bit, and key is also sent in a form of a block of 64, 250 or 512, and the ciphertext that we are going to get is in the form of also block cipher in a form of a 64, 256 or 512 number of bit block. Thank you.